I started learning, the Taekwondo was like very limited. There was a lot of holes in it as a style, especially when it comes to punching. Like Taekwondo is all about kicking. There's benefits to that because you learn like really incredible leg dexterity, and some of the best kickers ever are Taekwondo guys who eventually learn Muay Thai, kickboxing, boxing, and wrestling.
Right. There's
a lot of guys in the UFC now that are super effective with those techniques. But when you start training with kickboxers, you just get beat up. It's a really humbling revelation. I realized, oh, fuck, you know, I've been wasting time. Like I'm doing something, like I had to revamp my whole style, like completely.
Right.
And then I started kickboxing, and then I thought, well, at least I've got, you know, that hole patched up. And then I went to a jiu-jitsu class.
Yeah.
And I got fucking mangled.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, I'm helpless. I was like, at least I thought, like in a street fight with striking, even if I wasn't like the best kicker or puncher, I would be able to keep somebody off me. Yeah. But there's this kid that was a purple belt, this Brazilian kid who used to just rape me. He used to just run through me, just smash me every time we trained. I've never had a chance. And he wasn't trying to let me survive. He was getting great delight. He was about my age, getting great delight in strangling the shit out of me. And it was very important because I could have quit.
Oh, yeah.
I could have quit then. I could have said, you know what, fuck this. I'll just go to a kickboxing gym where I'm proficient and I look good. I'm not doing this where I just get humiliated. Anybody's watching, I look like a bitch. Right. But I decided I want to do what he's doing. I want to be able to do that. That's incredible. This guy just manhandled me. We're the same size. And he could do anything he wants to me. He could tap me. He was mounting me, arm barring me, triangling me. He was just running through drills on me. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's such an astonishing epiphany. It's probably true for anyone, but it's especially true if you've come from a background in martial arts where you think you have some skills.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was your background?
Well, so I studied with a guy as a teenager through maybe, I think I stopped when I was 22. And it's a guy whose background I never totally believed. I mean, he's like he had real skills, and he taught something that was very analogous to Krav Maga or something. It's like a street-oriented self-defense where you're basically taking the boxing, the striking from boxing and the kicking from Muay Thai and just a smidgen of grappling. But I basically did not know how to grapple. But I felt like I knew a lot about how to defend myself, right? But I hadn't done martial arts for 20 years, and I get back into it and start doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And got on the mat with Chris Howder, and it was like wrestling with a Martian. I mean, it was just like the rules of physics did not apply to him. He's probably 10 pounds lighter than me. He's maybe an inch shorter, and it was just this most surreal experience of making 100% effort to survive and failing every 30 seconds or minute and a half, and just then being resurrected by just the sheer fact that he decided not to kill me, and then doing it again and just there's nothing like gassing under that kind of pressure when you have no idea what to do and you have no idea to relax. You can't
It's
relax.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Chris Howder's old school Machado black belt. He's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
He's, I think he was one of Jean-Jacques or Higgins. I don't know who he's under. Is he under Higgin?
Yeah.
One of Higgins' first black belts. He's got some skills.
He's one of the. I think they're called the Dirty Dozen. I think the first 12 American black belts. And he's one of the first 12.
As one of the, without a doubt, one of the greatest accomplishments in my life. When I got my black belt, there was
no doubt. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's like whoa, and it's hard to believe. You know, it's like whoa. You know, when I can do that to people, that's the weirdest thing ever. When I can do what that purple belt did to me, I don't do it. Yeah. I'm not mean like that. But when I can just play with somebody, it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so strange. It's like, and then people can play with me. Like if I roll with Jake Shields or Marcelo Garcia or Eddie Bravo, they just maul me. Right. I mean, all I'm doing is surviving. If I roll with Eddie Bravo, it's just survival. Jean-Jacques, same thing. Survival. Try to survive. Try to hang on. Survival. Try to use defense. And Jean-Jacques goes easy on you. Mm-hmm. He's like, my friend, look out for your arm. You know, he jokes around with you as he's rolling with you.
Right.
But the technical aspect of jiu-jitsu is very overlooked to people who don't participate in it, because it's weird when you're looking at it. It's just a bunch of guys swimming around the ground. Like they don't understand it. I remember watching the original UFCs before I started jiu-jitsu. Like, what is he doing? Like, I don't understand what he's doing. I didn't understand the movement, so all I was seeing was the end.
Right.
where I take great pride in, when I do commentary, explaining the various steps that a guy has to do. Like, this is what he's got to do, and this is what he's got to avoid. Like, there's two things going on right now. There's a battle of position. And I've had so many people come up to me that said they started jiu-jitsu based on listening to the commentary. They're like, I got to learn this. Yeah. This is so cool. It's so weird. And it's one of the few martial arts where the little man really can defeat the bigger, stronger man easily.